Coming up on Newsbeat, the Union Theater has been closed for months now. We have an update on the construction.
And some students are fuming over the university's plan to realign its colleges.
Plus, going to grad school with a load of debt, we have financial rescue tips coming up. Newsbeat starts right now.
From the Tiger TV studio in Hodges Hall, you're watching Newsbeat with Olivia Vidal and Stephen Calamusa. Weather with Alexandra Cranford. Sports with Kristen Schutte. And entertainment with Melissa Clark. Newsbeat, Eye on LSU.
Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us on this Thursday edition of Newsbeat. I'm Stephen Calamusa.
And I'm Olivia Vidal. As students head to graduate school, they might have something else on their minds besides the economy.
Tiger TV's Emily Villery explains how financial debt is driving some students back to the books.
Some students decide to go back to college to further their education, but graduate Brittany Harris has an additional reason.
I'm also in debt, about $12,000 with credit cards. So I looked at it as I could take out student loans and that would help me pay off my credit cards.
More and more students are charging their way through college than ever before. According to CNN, graduating seniors are more than $4,100 in debt. The news outlet believes this could be caused by the increasing cost of college.
I need to get my master's in order to improve my income, but I look at it as better than going back and trying to find a job right now.
As students pay with plastic, some might find themselves in the red by the time they walk across the stage. However, some graduate programs at LSU offer cheap ways to get the extra degree without the extra debt. Assistant Director of MBA Enrollment Dana Hart knows graduate school might seem like a financial burden, but it doesn't have to be.
It's very competitively priced, and I think we offer a very strong program as evidenced in the rankings.
Loans and scholarships are not the only way for students to pay for their continuing education.
The graduate assistantship is a great opportunity because it provides up to 20 hours of work per week, and students are provided a stipend.
For now, Harris focuses on what will happen after school is finally done.
Yeah, hopefully once I get out, I won't have any more credit card debt. And then I'll be able to find a job, and hopefully one that makes pretty decent money.
For Newsbreak, I'm Emily Villery.
According to the CNN report, only 15% of graduates are debt-free. Experts say learning how to manage your money early in college can keep you from graduating with a balance.
Student Government President Stuart Watkins is on a mission to make sure LSU gets its fair share of state funding after the proposed budget cuts. Watkins will meet with state legislators this week about university funding. All four-year public universities receive more than 60% of their funding from state tax dollars. But if the budget cuts pass, the state will only pay 50% of LSU's funding.
Last week, Chancellor Michael Martin and Provost Astrid Merget laid out a plan to restructure the university's colleges. And as Tiger TV's Kristen Oakes tells us, some students and faculty members aren't happy with the changes.
For former student body president Colorado Robertson, feeding cows goes hand in hand with checking his BlackBerry.
Well, agriculture is a way of life for me, and it's how I grew up. You know, I grew up on a dairy farm in St. Helena, and it's evolved into to my education and what I've come into do.
But his home College of Agriculture may soon experience drastic changes. The proposed university realignment will relocate 6 non-traditional ag majors, such as fashion merchandising and leadership development, into other colleges. Current student government president Stuart Watkins is also a College of Ag major and says the realignment has both pros and cons.
We're told that because of our quest to the flagship agenda, our degrees will be worth a whole lot more, and therefore that's definitely going to benefit every student.
But Director of Student Services Jody Hammett argues the restructuring will take away from the college's strength of diversity.
That's what we went out and tell people: we're not just traditional ag, we're not just plows, cows, and sows, and that's kind of what they're making us go back to as being just traditional ag. So anything that's not traditional ag is going to be gone.
Junior fashion major Trinicia Rubin, a student worker and ambassador for the college, says she is unsure about her degree process.
It's just frustrating because we really don't know anything. So we don't know if it's going to affect our curriculum. We don't know if we're going to gain more hours.
Now, last week, the provost reassured current students that this change would not affect their degree program or requirements.
Chancellor Martin and Provost Merget recognize how much agriculture means to the university as a whole. It makes LSU stand out apart from every other university as an A&M institution.
For Newsbeat, I'm Kristen Oakes.
The realignment will remove at least 400 students from the College of Agriculture.
Living on campus has its perks, and staying in a residential college has even more benefits. You take class and study with the people you see every day. Tiger TV's Bo Myers tells us that more students on campus will soon have those benefits as well.
Study rooms and dorms have always been normal, but classrooms? More and more dorms on campus are turning into living and learning communities or residential colleges. Two of the newest dorms on campus are devoted to business and engineering. Business Residential College, or BRC, resident Cameron Breitenbach says living in the BRC is very helpful.
The best thing is all of our RAs are also can tutor. They have old tests, so we get most of those.
The Department of Residential Life's Communications Manager, Jay High, says business and engineering aren't the only residential colleges on campus.
4 that are discipline-based, meaning that everyone in the residential college has the same major. Those are business, engineering, agriculture, and basic sciences. The Manship School of Mass Communication recently announced plans for a residential college a short distance away from the school in the Pentagon complex.
Associate Dean of the Manship School of Mass Communication, Dr. David Kerpius, explains how the idea for a Mass Comm residential college came about.
Initially, we're going to do a freshman interest group that would have started for this coming fall, and the residential life people approached us to do a residential college instead.
Kerpius said plans will be finalized by June 1st, 2009, so renovations can begin. Kerpius also explains one advantage of the location of the new residential college.
The proximity of the Pentagon to the school is important because students will be able to come over here for things. It'll be easy to get guest speakers over there.
The Mass Comm Residential College is planned to open for fall 2010. For Tiger TV, I'm Bo Myers, Eye on LSU.
Kerpius said 98 to 120 students will be accepted into the program.